I'm home from school.
Hi honey, come in, I'm in the kitchen. How was your day? Did you learn anything new?
It was good. In history class we learned about past Canadian tragedies.
That sounds interesting. What kind of things did you talk about?
Well...
Good morning everyone, welcome back. I hope you've had a great weekend. As you know, last week we were discussing European culture and also the first settlers of our country, the Indigenous peoples of Canada. Although there's a lot of positivity with the diversity in Canada, we do have some long-lasting negative legacies as well. Has anyone heard of residential schools? Okay, what about the 60s scoop? Residential schools were government-sponsored religious schools meant to assimilate Indigenous youth into European culture. They were meant to strip Indigenous children of their culture through Euro-Canadian Christian-based teachings. Many children suffered unimaginable amounts of pain while at these schools. They suffered sexually, physically, and emotionally from abuse. The impact has been long-lasting and has withstood the test of time. Many communities are still suffering from the trauma caused by these schools. Yes?
Wasn't the 60s scoop where Aboriginal students were taken from their homes and placed into adoption facilities with European families?
Yes, that's correct. Children were wrongfully taken from their homes. Many were placed in foster or adoption facilities, most of the time in Canada, but also in the United States and Europe as well, too. Yes?
So, were all Indigenous children taken from their homes, or were there certain qualifications that could be met to ensure that they could stay?
That's a great question, and yes, there were qualifications that could be met. Generally speaking, if an Indigenous household displayed European culture, had canned goods, refrigerators, then the children would be able to stay. However, if Indigenous culture was evident, could be things like living off the land, then the children were most likely taken away.
Why haven't we learned about this until now?
Yeah, why?
Canada is known as a very friendly place. This is something that we don't really like talking about, and that's why it's not common knowledge. And that is beginning to change for the better. Your homework for this evening is to go home and start a conversation about this with your friends, family, and neighbors. I hope you have a great evening. Thank you, everybody.
It was an emotional day to say the least.
Tom, come take a seat. What did you think about your discussion at school today?
Well, we started by talking about something called truth and reconciliation. They said that people came and took Native kids from their homes. Did that actually happen?
Sadly, it's true, dear.
But why would they do that?
It was a horrible time. I can still remember my parents yelling at the agent as he took my brother and I. He took us to these schools, and when they did, they took our culture, our ways, and essentially our lives. We left our lives behind us the day they took us.
Why can't our kids just go to school here?
Yeah. They'll have to go to the residential school located in Shubenacadie. There we will civilize them and educate them for the better.
Take my kids out of that car right now!
There must be something we can work out here.
Now you understand, if this doesn't go smoothly, you'll never see them again.
The same thing happened to our neighbors last week.
This is crazy.
They will be alright.
Okay, please take care of them.
We will.
That's awful. I can't believe that happened to you.
It's not something I would want anyone to go through.
Well, we learned about residential schools, but I had no idea the legacy that it carried, especially in our own family.
It's a good thing that young people like you are learning about TRC and the positive healing process they're implementing.
Well, we talked about the Truth and Reconciliation Commission and their goal, about how they take statements from everyone that was affected by residential schools to start a healthy healing process.
Your generation is certainly going in the right direction, but there's still a lot more to learn and achieve. Teachers and political figures are just now starting to act on the treaties that were signed many, many years ago. For what they did to our culture and our people, it'll take much more than an apology to fix that. I'm just hoping there will be no more lies. It's what we do next that counts. It's in your hands and the hands of future generations to share truth and reconcile our relationship.